Alright, we have started recording. It says so on the thing. Da 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 da. Boo boo boo. Hi hi hi. What's up with Skippy? Look at that ugly thing underneath my eye. Look at that, huh? What the fuck? That is just disgusting. What the fuck? What? Like, ha. Uh. Here's a question for you, though. Oh yeah. By the way, hi. I'm Skippy Simon. How you doing? Here's a question for you, real quick, before I enjoy my delicious. This is 3 days old Costco pizza from my fridge that I reheated in the air fryer, and now it's absolutely gorgeous. This is gourmet pizza. The air fryer will turn your pizza into something spectacular. But anyhow, okay, so here's the question I have to ask to you. This thing, okay, it's filled with pus. All right? And when it explodes, it's going to get all pussy and gross. Now, my question to you, how do you spell pussy? All right. If there's any doctors out there, leave a note in the comments. How do you spell pussy? Because that is going to get pussy. I'm going into the VA hospital on Monday. Monday is 420. Got my high time shirt on already. But I'll probably be posting this way after 420 anyhow. But anyhow, look at that disgusting fucking thing. I'm going to have that. That's a great... I love the VA hospital. Like, I've been trying to tell everybody. I'm like, I wish everybody had the health care I have at the VA hospital. It's absolutely amazing. And they have great, incredible doctors and staff and nurses and physician's assistants, and everybody there's amazing. The janitors, the cooks, everybody there. It's a beautiful system, and I love it. And what I love the most is the cost. It's dirt cheap. My medications and procedures and everything are technically free. It's part of the military budget, thankfully. Told my friend a couple days ago, if it wasn't for the VA hospital, I pointed to a box on the street. I said I would be living in that. Because the capitalist fucking medical system, all it does is hold your life hostage if you need help. That's why we need to get rid of... Capitalism is Satanism. I'll say it a million fucking times. Money is the devil. Capitalism is the purest form of Satanism out there. You don't own your money owns you. It's a form of control, not freedom. Birds don't use it. Dogs don't use it. Animals are smarter than humans. Incredible. But look at that nasty... That's it. What I love. Like this thing. Look at that. Look at that nasty thing. I gotta go in Monday for my therapy. Because I got, a great therapist and everything. She's amazing. And then I can just walk right into the emergency room, wait a couple, minutes, be served, and hour or so, this thing's gone. I'm back to normal. I can go celebrate 420. Because everybody's having sales that day, so. I have a friend who's a buddy of mine. Told me to go visit him on 420. That way I can hook up with some deals. But everybody got deals on 420. Like, that's the hippie holiday. Like, it's funny because, like, I watch a lot of documentaries on the weed industry. And, I was talking with this one gentleman He works for a company called Cushy Punch. I've been to their facilities, I've been to their laboratories. They make good product, but they just keep getting screwed over by the industry. Like, I've seen this happen so many times where, like, vendors will give them a net 30, net 60, which is, 30 days, 60 days to pay. And they don't pay, and then they ask for another extension of 30 days. Like, the problem with that you stress out the company that shut up, phone. You stress out the company because they got to pay their employees, they got to pay their rent, they got to pay all their utilities. And you gave them, you said you were going to pay them in 2 months, now it's 3. Everybody wants a deal nowadays, nobody wants to pay. I was telling him, because, like, where I work in a distribution facility, they track the plant from the time it's created, where, like, it's technically called in the industry from seed to sale. And so it has this thing called a blue tag, and the blue tag is generated once the plant is created. That tag follows the plant up through its harvesting. There's so much crazy regulation. I'm glad there's regulation for health concerns. Pesticides, fungicides, herbicides. I'm glad that testing gets done, but the testing also adds to the cost of the product. And I was discussing with that gentleman from Cushy Punch how marijuana is like this product where you have to give away half of your inventory as samples. That never made any sense to me. I've sold weed for years. I'd smoke people out, hook people up. But when it's an entire industry doing it, but this industry's so fucked because there's so many competitors. Everybody's saying, I got the best shit, You probably don't, but it's okay. There's so many people who get into it thinking they're growing the best shit. But that's just it. We have one person saying that, you got 10,000 others saying that. Because everybody thought that money was growing on trees until they found out that when you oversaturate the market with trees, the price goes down significantly. That's how the laws of supply and demand work. It's sad that weed has become this insanely volatile market, but whatever. All this because of billionaires. No matter what problem you think you have, it was probably caused by a billionaire somewhere. Marijuana Tax Stamp Act of 1937 is where marijuana became illegal. Because it threatened the profits of William Randolph Hearst, DuPont Chemical, and Mellon Bank. That's another problem with capitalism. You mix it with democracy, now you can buy politicians. Which is exactly what happened. Christmas, 1936. All of Congress went home. Except for greedy billionaires greasing the hands of Harry Anslinger, scumbag. While everybody was away, they passed the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937. Which means you could legally own marijuana, own and grow, harvest, as long as you had the government issued tax stamp. The loophole was the government never issued the tax stamps. That's how the drug war started. And consequently, the reason why I got thrown in jail in 1995 for smoking a joint with my girlfriend in an amusement park parking lot. And a good reason why I'm in the marijuana industry today. Even though now I want out. I love weed, I just can't stand the industry. And besides, I see the industry disappearing. It's all going to become Budweiser. Same thing that happened with beer in America will probably be the same thing that happens to weed. Because the new generations ain't drinking no booze. These new kids, Gen Z, Gen whatever, millennials, they're not drinking. They're doing drugs. Also, I think that's why they're not getting laid either, because alcohol will get you some action. I know I've woken up with people and I don't even know their names or where they came from or how they got there. So, alcohol makes some magic happen. Yeah, when you wake up naked next to somebody and you're like, hey, person? Oh boy. I miss partying. But, all I'm saying is I see a future because Budweiser can't sell booze, now they're going to sell weed. And along with selling weed, they'll control the distribution channels throughout America because they can grease any hand in Congress. They're Miller, Budweiser, Coors, an international conglomerate that owns every fucking beer at the grocery store. That's why I can't get Yingling Lager out here in California, because Yingling refuses to sell to what's it called, Miller, Coors, Budweiser. They were trying to open up more breweries, and Miller, Coors, Budweiser, since they own the territories, won't let them. Yingling, they're the oldest brewery in America. Unlike Rolling Rock, who fell to the pressures, now they have just, I mean, the beer that comes in a Rolling Rock bottle is not the Rolling Rock that I remember from back in the 90s. It's some Budweiser swill with all the representation of, from the glass-lined tanks of old Latrobe, the old number 33, giving away the Freemason connection. But, yeah, Miller, Budweiser, Coors. Think about it. I mean, If that happens, and it probably will, you will no longer have to go to a dispensary to buy marijuana. Go to 7-Eleven, and go to CVS, go to your local convenience store, gas station, buy Marlboro joints, Camel joints, menthol flavored joints. Have bud vending machines. It's gonna happen. Think about it. You could be able to get Cali bud in Maine, Delaware, Idaho, and get some good Colorado chronic in New York, Florida, maybe even Texas if those assholes pull the fucking stick out of their ass. It's one thing I understand. Joe Rogan in his last special, mind you, I didn't watch it. I just watched the Elephant Graveyard interpretation of how garbage it was. Look at that fucking ugly thing in my eye. It's so gross. But he said something in that special that I didn't quite understand. Okay? He said Texas weed is grown on Texas soil. Where? Where is that happening? Is it on your property? Because if that's true, I hate to burst this to you, Jomo. You're doing some illegal shit. You're probably having it smuggled in from Oklahoma. I know your boys. But, yeah, I want to know where the Texas weed is growing. If somebody can show me where the Texas weed is and how good this Texas weed is compared to Cali weed, because that asshole left California where all the good... Mind you, I was there when Joe Rogan started smoking marijuana. That asshole didn't start smoking until he was 34 fucking years old. Okay? I was there when it happened. And I remember I had this girlfriend one time. I was dating this one waitress from the Comedy Store. And I had a TV a long time ago. And her and I are watching, what was that show? It was like Last Call with Carson Daly. Joe Rogan was on. He was hosting Fear Factor and everything. And he just found marijuana. And mind you, my girl that I was with, Lisa, this waitress and everything, she was dumb as rocks, dude. I had a Pez wall clock up on the wall. I said, hey, Lisa, can you do me a favor? Tell me what time it is. She looks at me and she goes, I can't read the ones with hands. Brilliant young lady, but still. Her and I, we watched Carson Daly and Joe Rogan had a stupid interview, and her and I are smoking weed, and he's fucking yapping about, oh, marijuana this, marijuana that. My little friend looks at me and she goes, she goes, Joe Rogan makes pot smokers look fucking retarded. She's not wrong. She may not be the most brilliant little girl in the world, but I'll tell you what, she was not fucking wrong. I want to know, I want to try Texas weed. If anybody knows a good hookup for this Texas weed, let me know. I want to see how good it is on this Texas soil that they call dirt. Have you seen Texas soil? It's a fucking desert. It's littered with cow skulls. It's fucking... I've been to Texas. It's a beautiful fucking place. Great barbecue. Me and my mom went to go to a lot of thrift stores in Houston. But still, in between the cities, okay? Nothing growing. Like here in California, we got almond trees, we got vineyards, we got fucking strawberry fields forever. What do you got in Texas? Fucking nothing. Nothing for miles. They got miles and miles of miles. That's all they got. I did not have cell phone reception for miles driving back from Texas. You know why? Hillbillies run that state. Hill fucking billies run that state. If your fucking state is run by hillbillies, I feel so sorry for you. They're the biggest downfall on the face of the fucking earth. Thinking that these hillbillies, I'm sorry, they're uneducated trash. Okay, that's who runs Texas. Uneducated white fucking trash. But man, I really want to try this Texas weed, bro. Me and my fucking second head that's growing out of my fucking eyeball. I want to try your Texas weed, Rogan. Give me some of that Texas weed, bitch. God, I fucking can't stand that guy. Yeah, it's about time somebody goes up against Rogan. It's me. I got to. I fucking can't stand the guy. I watched him beat up a woman at the Comedy Store many years ago. Lost all respect for him. He's a piece of shit. I fucking hate the guy, okay? I said I fucking hate the guy. He threw me under the bus in the fucking Mencia versus him video. Fuck him, dude. He fucking supported Trump. If you support Trump still to this day, and if you did support Trump, and if you especially helped him get elected, fuck you. You anti-American piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. But, yeah. I see marijuana becoming corporate. I see marijuana going the way of the capitalist. And I see it becoming just standard practice. You're going to see people walking around casinos smoking weed. They smoke cigarettes for years. Why can't we smoke weed in the casinos? Why not? I'll tell you why not. That's another reason. Because booze makes you do dumb shit. That's how I ended up in bed with people I don't know. But casinos, they know booze. Oh. But here, hold on. I'm gonna hold on fucking 16. Hold on. I'm not gonna hit. Maybe I should. Hold on. Let me check my. Let me check. I got a hit. Take a hit. You're holding the 6. I gotta take a hit. Okay, I win. That's the problem. Vegas loves a loser. Okay, as my father once said a long time ago, the lights in Vegas don't stay on because of winners. Vegas loves a loser. Marijuana is just awesome, and it will help you be a winner. And do like I do. Don't fucking gamble. Like, if I ever do play the lotto, I wait till it's over 500 million. Because I'm not going to win some 60 million. I'll get laughed out of the fucking yacht club. Forget that shit. Whatever. I don't know. Money causes the delusions of grandeur. It's the great Satan. It controls our lives. It's Satanism. I fucking hate money. And fuck Joe Rogan. He's compromised by the government as far as I'm concerned. CIA stands for Comedy in Austin. Fuck that guy. I hate him. Anyhow, I'm Skippy Simon. Stay awesome. Remember to reheat your Costco pizza. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, I don't see the marijuana industry staying the way it is. I see it going national with the help of Budweiser, Miller Coors. So that's just my own insight. What do I know? I've just been working in the industry for 15 fucking years, and I've watched numerous companies get acquisitioned and taken over. So who's to say? You know, it's the same crap that goes on everywhere. If you have a small movie company, you get acquisition. If you make a good film, if you're a small business, you get acquisition by a bigger business if you're doing good. You know? But at some point, I'm telling you, marijuana is going to be private equity, just like everything fucking else, and it's going to ruin everything. But, because that's what capitalism does. Private equity, I mean, first off, capitalism, you can tell, does not work by the amount of homeless people there are in this country. Homelessness is a direct reflection of capitalism not working, flat out. It works for some, it doesn't work for everybody. It's a piece of shit garbage system. All I'm saying is, we can do better than capitalism. Money is the devil. It doesn't make you better, it just makes you worse. Mo money, mo problems. And the guy who said that is dead. So, there you go. Anyhow, I'm Skippy Simon. Stay awesome. Stay away from money. Stay away from capitalism. Stay away from all that shit. Just enjoy life. Get out there. I'm going to go feed some squirrels at the fucking... I'm going down to the cemetery today. I'm actually going to make a video of Hollywood Forever Cemetery on my new phone. Just to check it out. See if I can do it. Alright. Cool. You have a great day. Stay awesome. I'm Skippy Simon. And bye.